Hi, I'm back, and I'm kind of done with struggling with Pagekit because it's it's being a bit of a pain. So I'm going to change things completely and go to reactjs.jsbin.com. jsbin.com? Is that the right one? Close others, and I'll close these three. I'm basically done trying to figure out what's going on with Pagekit. I just don't know enough about it, and I don't want to go through the tutorials to try and figure that nonsense out. So, react.jsbin, is that it? There we go. This isn't exactly what I want to do. I want to do ES6, and I want to rename this. Why? Why do you do this? So I'm just setting up a little React workbench here. Okay, let's put that off and let's delete some stuff. I'm going to try an experiment. So bear with me here. I've got 20 minutes to try this experiment, and then I'm going to restart the stream and do something even more completely different than JavaScript in a PHP stream. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to try and render components to two different places, basically. So I'll start just by creating a container. And here I'll have two subcomponents. Because I'm so creative with names that component 1 and 2 are exactly the most creative things I can bear in mind. Sorry about the incredible delay, Greg. It appears there is a delay. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep going though. So this extends React component. Wow, what happened there? Extends React component class component 1. Oh gosh, so much copy and paste. What a noob. Guy's such a noob. He does copy and paste. Okay, container component 1, component 2. These need render methods. Return div component 2. And I'll copy that again because I'm a super noob. Okay, now ordinarily we would probably do something like return render, and we would render a div in here, and probably some mapping of children, of the children of this prop's children, or we could do something like in fact, let's do that. This props children. Would that actually work? Does that work? Hello? Are you still on about the unknown token? I'm having no luck tonight with my code. I just can't get this. Just can't get this stuff right. Return. Oh man, this isn't even in a function. Render. See you, Greg. Sorry for the delay. It's good to see you anyway. This props children. Component 2, component 2. Component 1, component 2. Okay, fine. Now, what I want to do is I want to try and render these to two different areas. And I have no idea how I'm going to get that going. First thing is I probably shouldn't extend these. which is interesting because it's still showing that. Even if I don't extend React component with those. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. Is it just the lifecycle events that don't work? If I say put the console on and I say component, you see there's warnings, but it doesn't moan at me as such. Okay, the thing is I don't want to iterate over that stuff. I want to say let items, well, I want to have two things here, right? Let's say I want to have, can I make that tab? Yes, I can. Let's say I want to have class name, toolbar, or make this even section 1 and section 2. Make it really generic. Something like this. Then I want to have another function here that says render for section name, this props, props children, this props children map, function child. Let's close the console. It's getting in my way. Because what I want to do in here is this render for section 1, and the same thing here. Return child render for section render for section name. That. Now, what's the console say? Run, nothing. Something? Render for section is not a function. Okay, that makes sense. So these children are decorated instances. They're not direct instances of these classes. Also, I think I need to use React children.map here. It'll give me the same console warnings, hopefully. Yes, no. React children map. Oh. React children map this props children. I think that's it. Okay. So this is kind of the thing I want to do here. The trouble is that I don't have direct access to the child instances here. So call method on React component class instance. Refs to components, expose component functions, reusable components. I think this is what I want, expose component functions. How do I do this? To-dos, refs item 0. This refs item 0. Ref. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go back here and let's wrap each of these in a div. and let's give this a ref. What is this? It is ref. And this will be well, just thinking about this now. I want to call this method on each of them, right? How would I reason about this? Child plus key. Oh. Let's neaten this up a little bit. I mean, would that work? What's my console telling me? Probably not. Child 0 of undefined. But what if I do, instead of that, what if I do an arrow function? Render for section of undefined. So at this point, this isn't written yet. This is called at a different time. It's called at a different time. I wonder if it would be better I wonder if we have to do something like this. Okay, let's give both of these a ref. Ref component 1. Okay, then we do something like, let's just console log what these are. Console log this refs. Let's see what that is. Object, that doesn't exactly help me. For let key of in key in this refs. Key of key in. This refs map ref to this refs no. This ref, oh man. I'm really sucking at JavaScript at the moment. Return ref render for section name. What does that do? Did nothing. That did nothing. Okay, so this is kind of bombed really quickly. That's all I'm going to do for tonight. But I hope you learned something. I certainly learned not to mess around with Pagekit, and I had another good look at Spark, which I'm excited to see in the wild. And you know, I hope you have a great night, and I hope whatever things you're working on code-wise are going great, and I'm going to go chill now. So